How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here, and welcome back. So today, got an unboxing for you. Pretty interesting. So, I had known for a bit, but then out of the blue, I just decided to watch it. On Netflix, they've been doing a lot of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, like shows, things like that. And what I had always heard about was the two little like mini series done by Kevin Smith, that being He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Revelations, and Revolution, right? Which Revelations is like a two-parter, 5 episodes each, 10 in total. And Revolution is like a sequel to that, which so far has 5. Hopefully gets 5 more to kind of match the first one. But yeah, pretty great series. Honestly, yeah, I was like, wow, like it would have been awesome to have like a full, like a show with like a bunch of episodes. But still, I'm happy with what we got. And nonetheless, here, as the title suggests, I have Skelegod, which is essentially Skeletor finally getting the power sword, the power of, Castle Grayskull, and essentially becoming, as he says, Skelegod, because he has the power now, right? Like, we see him transform. They made figures and stuff. So of course, here I have him. We're going to check him out. But I also love what they're doing with, like, they started back in 2020. I know I'm a little late to the bandwagon. Or I'd seen them, but you just don't think about it. Their Origins line, which is essentially, like, the 80s, like, He-Man figures, right? From when, like, it all blew up to... And they're, like, reissues, modernizations, better articulation now, and they look awesome, like, and yeah, they have new stuff coming out still, and then they have a collab with, like, the Ninja Turtles, the Turtles of Grayskull, which some of those figures look great, and just be on the lookout, because they have stuff slated to come out later this year, so we'll see if they appear here. Admittedly, I try to keep it to things I like, but without further ado, let's check it out. All right, let's open this bad boy up. Thankfully, it came in, well, I guess maybe not thankfully for me, because the package won't be as protected, but easier access to open through a bag. And in the box, it does look a little beat. As I said, Masters of the Universe Revelation was the first, like, mini-series, and then Revolution is the sequel. Skelegod here, as you can see. Like, again, pretty awesome look there. He has the power sword, some little effects, extra hands. Part of the Masterverse line. Again, Netflix, an original series. The Cosmic Lord of Destruction. Take a look at the box, all the artwork. But yeah, and then of course you have the others: Battle Cat, He-Man, Mossman, regular Skeletor, Evil Lyn. And here, got his little backstory. Skeletor lives his life with a singular purpose: to control the unlimited powers of the entire universe. Time after time, the Bane of Eternia was thwarted by He-Man and the heroic warriors. What kind of monster would be unleashed should they be unable to stop the Lord of Destruction? Surely a raging storm of horror and terror even the bravest dare not even imagine. But yeah, again, I highly recommend the series, like both of them, because it really, it just really explores so much. Like, it's not a spoiler really, but in the first episode, He-Man and Skeletor die. So it explores, like, what would it be without them, and yeah, it's really well thought out, and I do hope they continue it, because the Revolution leaves on such a good cliffhanger that hopefully they get to do, but we'll see. And, well, you can see through the box, the interior here. just like a gray background. I mean, simple box, plus it's beat to hell, so realistically, you know, we're just gonna probably throw it out here. Oh, okay. Sorry guys, just taking a peek at how tied down the figure is. Got the 2 feet things. That's one thing I can appreciate, is this ease of like removal. Like, I get it, you want to keep the figure secure, but at the same time it's like, okay, got one here. Same time it's like, I'm not trying to spend a whole day to take a figure out. There we go. Nice and easy. And again, here we have Skelegod, his Skeletor's powered up version. I don't know, I really liked it, like, especially like the green, like the, of course, update his helmet, give him the horns. And as the box says, let me bring it back here. Could have sworn it did. Yeah, there we go. Up at the top, 30 points of articulation. So, I mean, you know, there. Wait, sorry. You can move it. Of course, give it a full 360. He has like this extra armor piece, which is like, obviously it moves to the hand. Here, gotta hold it still. The hand spins. Right, yep, okay, there you go. His feet, legs, pretty standard stuff. Oh, okay, I thought he'd have a toe. Doesn't have a toe joint, but pretty, he could, okay, it's like a rubber, so he can almost do the splits. Yeah, pretty normal. Well, nowadays, with most people come to expect type of articulation. He does have a bit of a chest bend right there. And, well, yeah, of course, 360, same with the head. If anything, yeah, I was going to say, head's on a ball joint. There you go. Actually, pretty easy, pretty good. Snap on, snap off. Oh, wow, I just noticed that. So, of course, he has this cloth cape. Which is pretty nice to have that, but then it has weights to it, like it's weighted. I don't know if that's just aesthetic, right, like a design choice, or maybe to help with him standing. But again, the shoulder pads, everything, just pretty cool design. Like, as far as I know, it's the first time Skeletor's ever wielded the power sword and all that, so it's pretty good. And then it's nice to see that in the show, I guess minor spoilers, Evil Lynn, even she becomes like the main villain of the first like season, first series. Like she takes the power from Skeletor, so that's interesting because obviously you have Skeletor who's like the main villain. It's like he takes the power, but that's like, oh, what about like Evil Lynn, right? Someone no one expects, or like I guess in that aspect too, well, She-Ra exists, but it's like, how about a woman, right? So that was cool to see, like them continuing it. There we go. Get him this thing. And of course, we have like these little flame effects, which, judging by the hands, which it might fit actually. If not, I assume that's what the clutch hand is for. But in the regular hand might be able to fit. And then the sword, yeah. Here we have the power sword. Which, oh, okay, yeah, definitely the closed hand would be for that. Oh, yeah, wow. That's actually pretty nice. So you can have him, obviously, like he's punching, doing his thing. That's pretty good. Yeah, it definitely fits on both style of hand, but as I was saying, for the sword itself, definitely gonna need one of those, just as you could tell. But we'll get that switched out and we'll look at him standing up. But yeah, looks great. I will give the figure credit that when it comes to the interchangeable parts, like as we saw with the head or switching out the hand, so easy. Like honestly, shockingly, So just I guess in my experience, right, whether it's like I know I collect some McFarlane figures or that sort. Like sometimes the hand sculpts or just things like that, like to get it to hold the sword, extremely easy here. Whereas, with others, it's like such a pain. You'll even have to heat treat the plastics because you don't want to break it. Like that's how stiff it feels. But this one, like again, so easy to pop that hand off. And as I said, these do come off. Like it's literally just held by the hand. Like if you remove the hand, this thing just slides off like right there. It's like at the edge. Yeah, and I'm assuming with all these, like all these rubber parts, you could remove them. The cape actually does come off, which I could show that it has two little magnets which go here and here. And then if you could see like these little like little spaces for it to have like an extra support, but you could remove the cape, right? Let's say you just want this like, the guy. Of course, I think the cape is nice, plus with the little weights added to it. And then again, the magnets go there and you just pull slightly to get the extra clips in, and then boom, you have his cape. Again, nice cloth. Really adds to the figure. But yeah, like honestly, pretty great display piece. I'll give Mattel that, which I guess when you think about it, like them, and again, I'm speaking as someone who has never really bought like Mattel figures. Honestly, it's a pretty great figure, all things considered. Now, price point wise, I will say that for this guy, I bought him on sale from Walmart. He was only $13. He was on like, I don't know if it was clearance or just like last chance sale. I did buy him with like a Skeletor, but the Origins, so like the OG throwback line. And it helped to get the free shipping, right? Because with Walmart, if you're not a Walmart Plus member, it has to be like $35 or more to get free shipping. So between the two of them, like it's funny, there's like a bigger, more detailed figure, but it cost me more than the little guy. Little guy was about like 20, like 22, I think. So altogether, right, it was like the 35. But yeah, I looked on eBay too, and like you could pick him up for like about 20. Like it was like about $20, which is what I would have paid if I only bought him. And of course, I would have to pay shipping. It would have been like $20 and some change. So yeah, even on eBay, that's like about what he goes for. But I'm like, no, the Masterverse line. Honestly, I give Mattel credit. It's really, at least with Skelegod here, pretty great, nice display piece. Again, great articulation and just the ease of like the parts, like switch them out so you can pose them, do your thing. Yeah, I'm honestly very surprised with the figure. Again, I did buy him on sale, so that does, influence like, hey, like this guy was only by himself, like less than $14. At that price, it's a no-brainer. I believe brand new, and I could be wrong. The figure probably is like closer to $25 or $30 even, which at that price point, or being similar to like a standard McFarlane figure, that sort, I think it's not bad at all. I mean, maybe the detail isn't as intricate as some other like more adult geared collector figures, but just in every other aspect, they knock it out of the park. But with that, guys, let's get to the end recap. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Again, all things considered, I will say, Mattel, you have me impressed. Really great, just everything, like articulation. The interchangeability is honestly the biggest for me. Just how easy it is, or even something as simple as like the flame effect, which again, as with other figure lines, are like, oh, you need like the closed fist, but no, it literally fits right over. Like, I didn't have to do anything, right? Like stretch it, anything like that. It just fits. And I'm like, wow, like that's great. And yeah, again, this is part of the Masterverse line. And I gotta say, it definitely has me intrigued to check out more. Now, as far as I could tell, Masters of the Universe stuff, and retailers at least, they're kind of died down, at least going off of like, just let's say Walmart for me. I have like three, let's say in the general area. So my home Walmart, the closest one to me, nothing. The one that's like a little south, same thing, absolutely nothing. And it's funny that one near like where my girlfriend lives, I found like some Origins figures, right? So like, the classic style, but it was like admittedly characters I don't care about. I think it was like Spike or and someone else, some blue guy. And I was just like, So, admittedly, when it comes to picking this up, I think I may be limited to online, unless, hey, it's just a thing of like bad timing. I've heard Target is better at carrying their figures and things like that, and specific to Origins, I know that they do a lot of Walmart and Target exclusives, which, again, I hear that Target is much better at handling those, getting them out, whereas Walmart, it's like very hit or miss. So we'll see, but definitely intrigued, you know, so definitely would love to see more, pick up more. Amazon too is always another option, right? The overlords that they are, putting every other like business, they're putting everyone else out of business. So when it's not an exclusive, it's pretty much you get it from them. But yeah, definitely I'd say I recommend it. Even if at its regular price, I do admit I got them discounted. I still think it's worth it. And yeah, just be on the lookout for future Master of the Universe stuff, because I've seen some stuff coming slated for their fall of 2024 that I'm definitely interested in. Hope to, be able to pick up and have here for you guys for your viewing pleasure. But with that, guys, that's really the video. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, again, Master of the Universe is special to me just because my dad used to watch it like when he was growing up. And funny that of the series, it was She-Ra that I got into at a young age. I love Hordak, when it's like Skeletor is more iconic for sure, but I love that in the series, like Hordak is like his mentor, so he's like above him. Even in this the Netflix one, I love Keith David voices him, the voice of Spawn, Arbiter himself, so I love Hordak, which they have a figure which is coming later this year, which I hope to pick up to have here. And then, yeah, and spoilers, I guess I'll touch it a little bit. Minor spoilers. At the end of Revolution, go watch it again. It's good. It's very short. You could literally binge all 15 episodes of Revelations and Revolution, right? 10 and 5. You could binge it in a day. But at the end, Hordak is not dead because Skeletor and Hordak fought, and Skeletor defeated him. He's saved by Despera, which for, Masters of the Universe fans, we know that's Princess Adora, aka She-Ra, which I understand there's like been rights issues. There was like a She-Ra show also on Netflix like in 2018, but that's in like a Steven Universe kind of style, art style. And from my understanding, She-Ra is owned by like DreamWorks or something. Like that's why you don't ever see her and He-Man cross like they used to. But again, at the end, yeah, Hordak is like he's in like a healing tube. Despera, who is She-Ra's alter ego, because she was works for Hordak in the beginning. She reveals that like Horde Prime is like healing Hordak, that he'll be back, and that once he's restored, that her and Hordak will kill He-Man, Skeletor. So it'll be interesting to see She-Ra and He-Man finally interconnected. We'll see, because again, that's a rights issue, unless that's been worked out, or they just change the backstory, like change her name, which I would hate. It's like, no, it's She-Ra. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good jazz. And as always, I've been your host, Oxy. Take care, and I'll see you next time.